All right, Shalom Makim. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and citations to all Akim out there pushing the word of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash, and truth and sincerity, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash, Barakatam to you all. All right, so as you see on the screen from Mashable.com, a headline, it reads, YouTube says it can delete your account if you're not commercially viable. All right, and I read through this most of this article earlier, and pretty much there's a new policy, okay, that YouTube is putting out there, all right, to pretty much take down, or gives them the authority to take down any video that they deem not commercially viable. Okay, so meaning that if it doesn't make them any money, okay, all right, then they can pretty much shut down your account and take down your videos. All right, whether or not you're actually putting much content out or not. Okay, if you have a YouTube channel, all right, and it doesn't fall within the guidelines of being commercially viable, they can take down your channel, without any problems. Okay, all right, pretty much that's what it is. All right, and we of course know, according to the scriptures, and according to the Spirit, that all these things are set up against us. Okay, the scriptures talk about how we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. Okay. All right, how we wrestle not against flesh and blood, okay, and also the scriptures tell us in the book of Revelation how the dragon, all right, which is Esau, okay, Edom is going to make war with the remnant of the seed of the woman, okay, which is Israel, okay, the remnant of Israel, all right, who have the testimony of Yahweh Shai, all right, and also keep the commandments of God, all right. So when policies like this come out, all right, on YouTube, all right, really it's directed against us, because that's the main avenue we push this truth. Okay, we go out on the highways and byways. All right, we go and teach on the streets. Okay, we go into prophecy, go into history, current events. We expose Esau and all the wickedness of this world, man. And Esau is upset, man. He is wroth, man. All right, just talk about how he was wroth with the woman. Okay, all right, so he has a problem with that. Okay. And so he wants to take us off of YouTube, all right, and pretty much eventually take us off of our ability to upload content on the internet, period, okay. He wants to totally shut that down, all right, and so that's what you're seeing, okay, manifest itself, all right, with this headline, okay. YouTube says it can delete your account if you're not commercially viable, all right, and we know that these things are being done according to prophecy, all right, not only the prophecies that I've been quoting during this video, the beginning of this video, but also the scriptures talk about the famine of the word, okay, and that's really what I want to focus on in this video. The famine of the word is coming, okay, all right, and this is a clear sign that that's the case. But before I go into these precepts concerning the famine of the word and how the grace period, all right, to for our people, okay, and for the listeners out there to obtain this truth, all right, is that grace period is going to be cut short. Okay, before I get into precepts concerning that, I want to read portions of this article, all right, just to give us or whoever may be listening a general understanding of what is being said, okay, concerning this new policy. All right, so it says by Matt Binder 2 days ago, YouTube's new term of service has some users and content creators very worried that the company could delete their account. And the section titled Account Suspension and Termination, with the subheader Terminations by YouTube for Service Changes, the site's new terms, which are set to take effect on December 10th, adds the following: YouTube may terminate your access or your Google account's access to all part of the service if YouTube believes in its sole discretion that provision of the service to you is no longer commercially viable. All right, so if they don't see any monetary value, okay, all right, from the content that you're pushing, all right, based off of their own discretion, they can pretty much shut down your account. Okay, it says in its most basic terms, if YouTube isn't making money off of you, the company can delete your account. The platform's current term of service does not include this language. Okay, all right, so currently, this language is not matched, okay, by the current terms of service. All right, so pretty much what this author of this article is highlighting is a level of inconsistency, okay, in YouTube's policy. All right, it says last week YouTube started sending an email to its users notifying them about the site's new terms of service. In its email, YouTube summarizes the update as a way to make its terms clearer and easier to understand. Yet this new addition and its terms weren't mentioned in the email, and the wording couldn't be any more vague. As written, these broad terms give YouTube the power to delete a creator's account if they upload or live stream video that, for example, doesn't pull in enough advertising revenue. Okay, YouTube viewers aren't in the clear either. Notice the terms are worded to cover anyone who has an account, not just its content creators. The language used can mean that a user who looks at a lot of content but doesn't necessarily monetize can also have their account removed. Okay, all right, so if you're not making them money, they can shut you down, man. All right, if they don't deem the content that you're putting on YouTube as being a possible avenue for them to make more money, then they can shut you down. Okay, and this is from a tweet. It says YouTube has new terms of service on December 10th. This basically says that if the channel doesn't make enough money, they will probably terminate them. Looks like I fought to the very end, but now I may be close to losing my livelihood, losing my passion, my audience, etc. All right, now it says a generous read of the terms can be seen as YouTube giving its ability to remove users and channels, giving itself the ability to remove users and channels that disseminate hate speech or violent rhetoric. Okay, and that's something that I want to point out in this article. Okay, because if you just what this person is saying is that if you just read it, all right, with rose-colored glasses, it looks like something good. Okay, and the good that it looks like is that YouTube, all right, can take down hate speech, okay, and violent rhetoric, all right, and the things that we teach, okay, concerning the judgment of the other nations, okay, all right, World War III, Babylon being destroyed, okay, can fall under the guidelines or the category of hate speech, okay, and brothers have had their videos taken down, their channels shut down, okay, under the pretense of it, being considered hate speech or violent rhetoric, okay. All right. Meanwhile, you got gangster rap on YouTube, like Elder Yashawamba likes to point out. Gangster rap on YouTube. Okay. You got all types of vile and hateful things and degeneracy that is published on YouTube, and it's still up, no problem. Okay. But once we do a video, all right, and coming out the scriptures with it, that's when it's an issue. Okay. All right. So continuing reading, it says, for example, an account that starts creating white supremacist content can certainly be deemed as no longer commercially viable. Okay, and you can pretty much shut down all your Google account access, or your email, your Gmail, your Google Photos, and your documents. Okay, along with your YouTube. Okay, but this is just like I said at the beginning of the video. This is just another avenue, okay, all right, or another way in which the famine, the word, the prophecy concerning the famine word, okay, is gonna be fulfilled. Okay, being said, I want to bring out some precepts. That being said, I want to bring out some precepts. Of course, Amos chapter 8 verse 11. And Lord willing, this video is edifying. Okay, so here we have Amos chapter 8. All right. 8 and 11, it says, behold, the days come, saith the Lord God, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. And they shall wander to the sea, and from the north even to the east, and they shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. In that day the fair virgins and the young men shall the fair virgins and the young men faint for thirst. Okay, so of course we know that there is a physical famine coming. All right, and we're starting to see, signs of that famine, especially here in Babylon the Great, beginning to manifest itself. Okay, a famine of bread and water. Okay, but this famine that's coming, all right, is going to be a famine of hearing the words of the Lord. All right, we're not going to be on the streets anymore teaching. Okay, we're not going to be uploading to YouTube and various outlets anymore. Okay, and our people going to wander. Okay, looking for the prophets. Okay, all right, these people going to wander out here looking for the answers, and they're not going to be able to receive them, man. Okay, because by then, all right, we're going to be off of YouTube, man. All right, the Lord is going to hide His word, man. Like it says in the book of Second Ezra, man, wit shall hide itself, man. Okay. All right, let's go to Second Ezra chapter 5 and 1. And what does it say? It says, nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the day shall come, that day that which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number, shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith, man. Okay, so we're coming into the times where a lot of people are going to die. Okay, and in that time, the truth ain't going to be out here readily accessible. Okay, the truth is going to be hidden, man. It's only going to be amongst those that have it, man. That's what it's going to say. Wisdom and knowledge be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is its treasure, man. Okay, because only certain people are going to have it, man. Okay, and it's going to be by that wisdom and knowledge and understanding we amass in these times for the times to come. Okay, that we're going to be able to be stable in that time, man. And this trouble and all the turmoil that comes along with it, man. Okay, all right. And we're going to be okay, and in that time we're going to be comforted, man. Okay, we're going to understand. Okay, the Lord talked about Jacob's trouble in the scriptures, and He had us prophesying about it. Okay, and all the other calamities that are going to take place. We're going to see these things happen, and we're going to know that they're happening according to the word of Heavenly Father, and that's going to be comfort to us. Okay, especially because the Lord also said that He's going to take care of His men and His prophets and so on and so forth. And we understand the end all be all of it is the Lord coming back to save His elect, okay, and establish a righteous kingdom upon the earth. These other people are out here in the world. They're not going to have that understanding. They trust in their idols. They trust in their government. They trust in money. Okay, they trust in all these things. Okay, that's not going to be able to help them during the time of the Lord's wrath upon the earth, man. Okay, all right. So they're going to be totally bugged out, like totally bugged out. Okay, that's why they're going to be raiding each other's houses. Okay, that's why they're going to be eating each other's children, eating their own children, eating themselves. Okay, that's why they're going to take the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip. Okay, that's why they're going to be killing each other, riding in the streets. Okay, all types of crazy shit. That's why, man. Okay, because they're not going to have the wisdom and understanding to get them through the times, man. Okay, all right. Now, this is another precept from 2nd Ezra chapter 5, which I quoted earlier. It says, in verse 9, it says, and the salt waters shall be found in the sweet, and all friends shall destroy one another. Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into its secret chamber. Okay, and that's the point. Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself to his secret chambers, and shall be sought of many, and yet not found. Okay, yet not be found. Then shall unrighteousness and incontinency be multiplied upon the earth. One land shall also say unto, or shall ask another and say, is righteousness that maketh a man righteous gone through thee? And it shall say no. Okay, so the truth of Yahweh Shem Yahushai and His righteousness, okay, the understanding of these scriptures is not going to be easily accessible out here. Okay, and because of that, all right, the vibration of wickedness, all right, and these people in the world is going to increase, man. Okay, it's going to increase, and faith, all right, and a higher power is going to diminish more and more and more and more as the days approach to the day of the Lord, man. All right, but as far as the elect, the remnant of the Lord, they're going to grow in the faith. But these people out here, they're going to be asked out, man. All right, they're not going to have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay, all right, they're not going to have the faith. Okay, they're not going to have the fear. They're going to want it bad. Okay, they're going to want the answers. They're going to want to look for the men that they were persecuting and all of that. Okay, because they're going to realize that the stuff that we were saying manifesting more and more in their eyes, they're going to realize, oh shit, those men had the truth. But by then it's going to be too late. Okay, and that's why the scriptures say, seek ye the Lord while He may be found. Okay, seek ye the Lord while He may be found, call ye upon Him while He is near. All right, and we tell our people that often, we repeat it often, man. Okay, we constantly tell our people to come and seek the Lord, listen to the Holy One of Israel, repent of your ways, man, because there's going to be a time, a cutoff season, Okay, it's going to be a cutoff season where you're going to wish that you had the truth, man. Okay, all right. Like the scriptures say in Amos, man. All right, the virgins, all right, and the young men shall perish for thirst, man. Okay, so they're gonna want it, man. They're gonna be spiritually thirsting for the truth, man. Thirsting for some understanding, some guidance, man. And they're not gonna be able to find it, man. Okay, all right. This is Isaiah 55:6. It says, "Seek ye the Lord while he may be found; call ye upon him while he is near." Okay, so that implies what? That there's gonna be a time wherein the Lord may not be found. Okay, and how do you find the Lord? How do you get to understand the Lord and his ways? Is through his prophets, man. Okay, all right. So right here, this verse implies that there's going to be a time where the Lord may not be found. Okay, that grace period. Okay, that open grace period is going to be closed, man. Okay, all right. Now's the time to seek the Lord, man. Now's the time to let the wicked man forsake his ways and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our God, that for he will abundantly pardon. That now is the time for that. Okay, because by the time shit hit the fan, okay, all right, if you ain't get it by then, more than likely you ain't gonna get it. Okay, all right, more than likely you might not get it, and it's just gonna be you out there. Okay, all right, with the elements, having to deal with the plagues that the Lord is gonna bring upon Babylon, the darkness and the apparitions. Okay, the famine, and all of that. Okay, and you're gonna wish, man. You're gonna wish that our people are gonna wish, that they hearken, man. Okay, all right, they're gonna regret, man. They're gonna loathe themselves, man. Okay, all right, and I'm just gonna close out with this, man. Okay, this is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 20, right? It says, "Wisdom crieth without; she uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates in the cities. She uttereth her words, saying, How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity, and scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge." And that's what we out there on the streets. Okay, this scripture right here, these three scriptures that I just read in Proverbs chapter 1, okay, apply to us, man. The Lord has imparted unto each and every one of us, all right, that teach out there a portion of the spirit of wisdom, okay, to call out to our people, man. Okay, all right, so that they can repent and turn to the Lord, man. All right, out there on the highways and byways in the chief place of concourse. Okay, right, in verse 23 it says, "Turn you at my reproof, behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you, I will make known my words unto you," man. All right, so if our people will hearken, okay, all right, if you hearken unto the Lord will make his words known unto you. He's going to pour his spirit upon you. Okay, all right, you're going to gain the understanding. All right, if you turn from foolishness, if you turn from stubbornness. Okay, all right, but this is usually verse 24. This is the response of the majority of our people. Okay, it says, "Because I have called and ye refused, they refused. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded." Okay, our people don't regard for the most part, "But ye have said it not all my counsel, with none of my reproof." All right, you scoffers and scorners. Okay, "I will also laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as a desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. And they shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord. They would none of my counsel, and they despised all my reproof." Okay, all right. So that grace period, okay, is gonna shut off. And if you ain't get it by then, all right, if you weren't seeking the Lord sincerely by that time, destruction and calamity is going to come upon you, and the Lord is going to send judgments upon these people to mock them, man. Okay, and they're going to call upon the Lord and seek the Lord and want to know the answers and try to look for the prophets and all of that. Hey, it's going to be too late. It's going to be too late by then. Okay, all right. In verse 31, "Therefore shall they eat the fruit of their own ways, and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them." Okay, all right, so their own wickedness is going to condemn them in that day, man, for not returning to the Lord, for scoffing at the prophets, man. All right, for not giving an ear to understanding and wisdom and knowledge, man. Okay, all right, these so-called black Christians, man. Okay, all right, our people who are into all manner of abomination, they don't want to hearken unto the Lord. Okay, so that's going to get them destroyed, man. Verse 33, "But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil." okay, from fear of evil, man. And that's, Lord willing, going to be our case, man. When shit hit the fan, okay, we understand persecution is coming. We understand the enemy's going to come in as a flood, okay. We understand some of us might have to be martyrs in this time, man. But the Lord says, man, he that hearkeneth unto him shall dwell safely and shall be quiet from fear of evil, man. So we're going to be good, Lord willing, man, while everybody else going crazy, man. So Tawadi Yahal Bashim Yahushai Bashim Rakakudash. All praise Yah Bashim Yahushai Bashim Rakakudash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. And citations to all that came out there pushing the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Rakakudash in truth and sincerity. Yahal Bashim Yahushai Bashim Rakakudash. Barakatam to you all. And with that, I want to say, Shalom. Keep fighting, keep pushing. We almost out of here. Shalom.